In this Teesom how-to video, we will cover creating two heat press price lists. To begin, let's head to the main menu, click on Settings, and Price Lists. On this screen, you'll see all the price lists that you have available. We want to filter by just heat press price lists to see what we've already created. So I'll click on the filter option, I'll select the imprint type as heat press, and hit apply. Let's edit an existing price list for heat pressing numbers to see how it was created. We'll click on the action button and hit on the edit option. The first option is the default sales category. The second option is the service type. And then the third line is the code that we're going to type in on the order screen. And then this is the description. The General tab is only used if you're going to be outsourcing the heat press imprint. Click back on the Required tab. You also have an option to put the price list on hold so that it doesn't appear in the order screen. Go ahead and hit Save or Cancel. Let's go ahead and create a new price list. We'll click on the New option at the top, and we're going to create a new price list called HTP Names. So first thing we're going to do is click on Heat Pressing. We'll change the service type to Heat Pressing. We're going to call it HTP-Names, very similar to our, and we can use all caps like we did on the other price list to keep it consistent. And then we're going to type in the description, heat press names, and go ahead and hit save. So step one is to create the price list. Now we can go in and edit the cost and the retail price. To edit the cost, we're going to click the action drop down and we'll click on edit cost. We'll start by creating the very first row for the quantity breaks. You must always start with 0 here. So my first quantity break is going to be 0, and then I'll put in the cost amount. And in this case, I'll use $1.25 and click on Add Row. Now, as far as cost goes, $1.25 is always going to be my cost. So I really don't need any quantity breaks. But that doesn't mean I can't add quantity breaks when I go in to edit the retail price. So let's go ahead and hit save for now. And then we'll go into edit retail. Same thing, I have to start with the 0 quantity, but if my cost is $1.25, my retail amount, I'm going to start off at $5. Go ahead and click to add row. And then the first quantity break is not until 24 pieces, and I'll take that down to $4.50 and then click add row. My next quantity break will be 48 pieces. That'll go down to $4 and click on add row. And you'll just continue adding rows until you have it where you want it. And then go ahead and hit save to finish. So now we have a completely usable price list that has cost associated with it as well as retail pricing associated with it. If I look at the other price list, you can see badges under them that say add color. And that's short for additional color. And it's an upcharge if I want to add an additional color to the heat press price list. So we're going to go ahead and link that additional color also to our heat press names price list. Click the action button and then click where it says link existing additional charge. Now, I actually have 2 additional color charges, but one is for a promotional product and one is for the heat press pricing. So make sure you pick the same one if you also have a similar instance. So this one says it's for the promo, so let me go ahead and click on add color, which is for the heat press one. So go ahead and decide whether you want to add it by default, and then decide what the additional upcharge is going to be. So my cost on that is, I'm just going to say it's 15 cents. And then for each name that I put in, I want to charge 25 cents additional. So we'll go ahead and say that we want to either link it to the imprint count or the product count. It's probably going to do the same thing. It's an additional charge, so it's probably going to be better to do it to the imprint count. So just in case all shirts don't get heat pressed to it. Go ahead and save to update. So now you can see that we've got the additional color there. If I wanted to make that a add by default, which will make the badge color green, I can go back to link the additional and then just simply click on add by default and then hit save. Notice how it turns the badge green. And so now whenever I use the HTP names price list, it'll automatically bring in the additional color option. Let's walk through adding another price list. This time we'll do a vinyl 4-inch letter or number.